Hello everybody and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Fire Emblem Three Hopes. And as you can see, we're here with our Golden Deer. So Lesser Alliance Golden Deer, a house for students from the Lesser Alliance. What they lack in organization, they make up for in skill. And you may notice that Shez looks a little bit different in the background there. That is because for this one we're going to be doing Male Shez. Like I said, when we actually do the full playthroughs for Golden Deer and the Black Eagles, I will start from the very beginning of the game. That way, you know, especially if I choose to do Male Shez in one of those, you'll be able to see Male Shez in all of those different cutscenes and whatnot. So, yeah, just so you know. But yeah, let's get into this. A house for students from the Lesser Alliance. What they lack in organization, they make up for in skill. So this is who we're going to go with. We've got 4 episodes to do this before the main game comes out. So, rain or shine. Long or short, we're going to make sure that this route falls into 4 distinct episodes.
So you wish to join Claude's Golden Deer. Are you certain?
I am. And also, recently, I did hit 5,000 subscribers. For all of you, it'll probably be a week later after I've already hit it, but yeah, I'm super happy about it. Thank you all so much. This series is doing really good so far, so can't tell you how appreciative I am, seriously.
Yep, that's the one. I'm sure of it.
May you build wonderful and lasting friendships in your new house.
Off to 10,000 subs.
Well then, with that taken care of, it's time to decide which of us will supervise which house.
Yes, it turns out we just underwent a last-minute roster change. I guess you two haven't met. This is Professor Yuritsa, our weapons instructor.
Hello.
Hi.
Nice meeting you, sir. Don't load me up with too much homework, all right?
Do my ears deceive me? Or is that curiosity I hear in your voice, Professor Yuritsa?
I thought it was
I
dismissal.
thought all the houses were the same to you. Perhaps you should be in charge of our new student's house,
I don't care. You decide.
Well, you'll certainly hear no objections from me. Professor Manuela, you and I can take charge of the remaining houses.
What? It's decided already? I was at least expecting a fight. Maybe some hair pulling? And as for you, my mysterious new student, I look forward to getting to know you much, much better throughout the year.
The gall of these people making decisions for you. It's enough to make one's head spin.
Right. In any case, I'm looking forward to learning from you, Professor Yuritsa.
Who's that VA? Let me know in the
inform you
comments
of
what
our
else does he
first
do.
mission soon.
Very recognizable.
Sorry, what mission?
Oh, did we fail to mention that? Each month, every house in the Academy is given a mission entailing some form of service to the Church.
The students of the Golden Deer House are now playable. We've got ourselves Claude here, who starts out as a fighter. Then we've got Lorenz as a soldier, Hilda as a fighter, Raphael as a fighter, Lysithia as a monk, Ignatz as a fighter, and Marianne as a monk, and Leonie as a soldier.
Sorry, but do I have this right? This person just enrolled at the Academy and now they have become a member of our house?
That's right, Lorenz.
Yeah, that's pretty much the deal. Right, Professor Yuritsa?
Yes.
I love how you can bump into someone in the woods one night and suddenly you're living under the same roof the next. I knew we had a thing. Anyway, welcome to the Golden Deer House, where the only rule is make your own rules. Kidding, of course. Or am I?
The point is, you're one of us now. And it's very good to have you here.
While the term's only just started, the church must really like you if they're letting you join partway through. You have to be pretty skilled to get that kind of treatment.
Well, I believe it. I mean, how many people our age can cut it as full-fledged mercenaries? I definitely see why the church was interested, and I can't wait to train together.
It's our girl Leonie.
And I can't wait to eat together! Or work out. You want to go work out? Seriously, you need to put some muscles on that coat rack you call a body. Bulk up, like me.
You can't even fit into your shirt, bro.
I don't think these strange shirt buttons look is for everybody. Any more meat on those bones, and our friend here would be downright scary. Our new friend's build is perfect as is. Wouldn't you agree, Marianne?
Oh, well, I don't...
She loves it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
She'd never say
Everyone
it out
just
loud,
loosen
though.
up. And hey, it's not like we haven't met already, so just sit back and make yourself at home.
I would not take after Claude if I were you, new blood. Honestly, if you wish your time here to be fruitful, you would do well to follow my lead.
I think not.
I think Professor Yuritsa wants to say something.
Remember your mission?
Every word, Professor. We are to crush what remains of the Iron King's thieves who attacked our camp.
And with their boss Costas out of the picture, the runts that are left should be easy pickings.
They can't be anything too special if we're getting them as homework.
Good. Prepare yourself.
Of course, Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, so that whole Yuritsa up and vanishing thing, best to just get used to it.
Just like that.
Well, I, for one, am excited to show off my skills by beating up on some bandits.
I don't suppose I could be excused, or,
We're all in this together, Marianne. Don't worry, you'll be fine.
Besides, the newbie here already sent them packing once, so this should be easy peasy.
Yeah, we'll take the praise.
So long as I'm here, this will all work out just fine.
Are you sure? That's a relief.
She's blushing. I told you she liked them.
Anyway, we're all participating in this mission.
She likes what she
Church's
sees.
rules. I didn't make them, so the only thing we can do is work together. And we're gonna lean pretty heavy on our mercenary buddy here. Hope that's okay.
Hey, lean all you want. Just make sure I get the credit at the end.
All right, 2 weeks later. She's telling him about Monica, saying, look, this is our chance. We got to do this. Do this for the Empire. And he's like, yeah, okay.
There you are, Yuritsa. I have word from the Knights.
It is time.
Yes. The bandits have fled north into the canyon bordering Count Ro's land in the kingdom. But the Knights have cut off their escape, and now stand ready to provide whatever support the students may require.
We'll leave at once.
I needn't remind you, this is the first real battle for some of our charges. I trust you will keep them safe, though I likely do not need to worry with an old hand like you at their side.
No, you don't. You there. It's time for the mission. Gather the others.
About time we saw some action.
Lost sight of them?
Ashamed to admit it, but yes. It's possible someone magicked the bandits away. But why go to that kind of trouble for a handful of highwaymen scum?
So now that I'm looking at that again, somebody magicked them away. So I mean, that could be any of those who slither, right? Any of the magic guys. I guess like Edie and Yuritsa don't have that power, so they're not like. But you have to wonder if maybe they influenced where they went to in some kind of way.
So be it. We'll follow the blood scent.
Right, of course. We'll follow... Wait, what?
We're leaving. Everyone, follow me.
Dude's thinking, dude, Yuritsa's a total
Hey,
creep.
Professor Yuritsa, are you... And away he goes. Guess we better get after him. We're still on a mission, after all.
Pathetic.
Slow down, Professor. You're making it hard for us to... Oh. Well, this is something.
What happened to all these people?
Dead by my hand.
Are these the bandits we have been chasing?
Who knows? It's not like you can tell they're bandits just from looking at them.
Well, Professor, are they the villains we're searching for?
Most likely. I caught them trying to escape to that fortress.
Okay, does it have to be so dark and spooky?
It must be their hideout if they were trying to shelter there.
Then let's quit standing around and seize the place. Might even find some nice gear in the process.
I concur. As nobles, we would be remiss to let the people suffer at the hands of these rapscallions 1 minute longer.
So you want to go in there? Yeah, you know what? I think I'll stay here and make sure the outside is safe. Right, Marianne? You with me?
Don't drag other
Of
people into
course.
your stuff.
We don't belong in a dangerous place like that.
Look at her eyes.
It's
Suggest
not
you hold
smart
back.
to rush an enemy stronghold when we have no idea what's waiting for us inside. We should hold off for now.
I have to agree. Caution is often the greater part of valor, after all.
It seems like opinions are split. But the thing is, we're still on a mission. And that means we leave the decision-making to Professor Yuritsa.
And I say, enter the fortress. Dispatch any bandits you find.
But...
There's no cause for concern. I see no signs of life. There can't be more than a handful, or none at all.
I'd be happy with the none option.
My grandpa told me empty forts have ghosts in them.
Ghosts? I mean, how childish.
Yeah.
Everyone knows there's no such thing.
Yeah, Lysithia, there's no such thing.
We're hunting bandits, not banshees. So can we please just get this over with?
Lysithia, don't tell me that you're... You know what? Probably better not to ask.
Yeah, good call, Leonie. She'd bite your head
folks
off.
must be pretty confident considering how much you're horsing around. Just be careful some brute doesn't take you by surprise.
Yeah, we'll just need to watch each other's backs. Eyes peeled, everyone.
All right, victory to defeat the thieves, defeat conditions none. All right. So we don't get to choose who goes into this fight. So we've got Hilda, we've got Claude, we've got Shez, and we've got Lorenz. Okay, that gives us a little bit of everything, doesn't it? Bow, axe, sword, and spear. I guess that's probably kind of the point, huh? All right, let's just save and go in there. There shouldn't be anything that we can really do with equipment, right? We don't even have convoy yet. So the answer to that question is yes. Let's go.
We'll put the bandits to rout. Follow me.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have you, Adjutant, here,
Now it is my turn.
and you go with your best friend, Claude.
I will
Hey, we got intruders!
Come on, they're just bandits. But that doesn't mean we can go easy on them. Let's do this.
I'll be cheering you on.
Don't
hate me for performing my noble duty.
These folks aren't so tough.
I'm not letting you.
Okay, first level up.
Gotta keep aiming high.
My life depends on it.
Now we know who to kill to open the gate.
Okay, that'll probably kill both.
Out of the way!
Let's do this!
Sorry, everyone. I tried to stop
my
him.
turn, you know.
Take a breather.
Let's secure the interior.
My turn. No problem. I get.
This place is bigger than I thought. Split up.
Sorry.
Not a problem.
Okay, you head there.
I'm sorry. This place is crawling with bandits.
This stronghold will fall. Take a breather.
Someone remind me again why we have to storm an enemy hideout? Hey, look! A treasure chest! We can get it open if we have a key.
Okay, so let's see. He hasn't shown up yet.
I was all ready to grab a nice haul from that chest. And now those intruders are all over the thing.
Okay, this guy comes in right over here.
Ooh! Did I hear the faint jingle of a key?
Much appreciated.
Whoops, I don't even know what I just did.
This is a rather impressive setup for a den of thieves.
I'm all right. I'll find him.
Oh, I removed him as an adjutant. That's what I did.
Let's try this. I'll give you
So
a
that
hand.
would have been L and Y, I think, is what I did there. Now, I think you
Not a problem.
can open this now that we have the key. It doesn't matter
Move
who
out.
does it, right? Let's make sure I
Not a
did that
problem.
right. Was it ZR? Yeah, ZR.
Move out.
And yeah, we're gonna head towards these guys. I don't know what this red thing around me is right now. Maybe a class thing, or maybe it's unique to him. Most likely it's unique to him. Those look like they might be rose petals.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Goddess,
No problem.
watch over their poor souls.
This stronghold will fall.
None shall surpass me!
Yeah, a lot of sword users in this fight. That's for sure.
That takes care of seizing the hideout.
So Lorenzo's gonna.
So what's next?
Gonna crush it.
Search the basement. Something is amiss.
Okay, so Rondo of Roses might be what we're doing here. Attacking fills a unique ability gauge while nullifying an enemy attack decreases it. When the gauge is full, press ZR to draw in foes a short distance away. I wonder if that's what that's indicating, is that I can use the ZR ability right now. Okay. And class details. I don't think that... Okay, there is a class action on these. Press X repeatedly to thrust multiple times in a row. Your final attack will be strengthened based on the number of attacks in the combo. Okay, cool. So that's just a soldier thing, huh?
Hey, there's a prisoner down here. She looks like an academy student.
Greatness demands it!
You like that? I can still fight! No, not yet!
Are you here to rescue me?
Hey, are you alright? Who did this to you? Actually, never mind. Let's get you out of here before any of that.
Thank you for saving me.
So the purple ones are
Don't
for
let
weapon
the girl
durability,
escape,
right?
Or Kranya will make us wish we were
We should
dead.
use those more intelligently.
It's not safe here.
We changing
We
places?
must take the girl and run.
They're targeting that academy student. We have to protect her.
Bring the pain, Claude. Okay, unique action ability is Dust Cloud. Imbue attacks with wind, so you don't really have like a special ZR, it doesn't look like. Let's see. That's the wrong one. Display class details. As a fighter, hold X to charge the class gauge and rain arrows on the area targeted with L. Okay, I was already doing that one. Cool. I haven't been charging it, though.
Just leave me alone already!
Let's try this.
Okay, you
I'd
follow
better
her
back
for
them up.
now.
I don't know who these folks are, but they sure aren't some
And let's try you out.
We must dispatch these villains post-haste and save that student.
Okay, unique action ability is Lightning Bound. Hold the button during strong attacks to slightly increase damage and add lightning. While charging, enemies a short distance away will be drawn in. That's really cool. Okay, we're gonna have to slowly learn all of these things. Okay. Press X when the class gauge is charged to unleash a powerful attack. Okay, so that's pretty standard.
Looks like the coast is clear. All right, folks, let's get a move on.
Oh, that's cool.
Down. That world is still a little wobbly at the moment.
Stand your ground! Now's our chance to give him the slip!
Not yet. More bandits that eluded us. Leave none alive.
Okay, we're gonna go after that guy.
Take a breather.
You're probably faster. gosh, the ability to juggle with Shez is so good. Like, once you get them in the air and you start doing that, like, they have no chance.
I hope we are, at least.
All right. Who came in here and trashed my beautiful stronghold? Hi there. I'm Grania.
Hi.
But you can just call me the lady that's about to murder you. Or
God, I really am attracted to crazy. I really am. I really am. I've got a problem.
Kill her. Good. That's the last of them.
So, if you've got any pretty last words lined up, now would be the time. Not that I'm going to pay attention. Oh, you're not going anywhere, Monica. I have something very special planned for you.
You shall not get in my way!
All right, you asked
Changing
for it.
places?
Release the creature we captured.
None shall surpass me!
Okay, let's go.
What is that? Changing places? Looks like some sort of giant beast. My turn.
Okay, you have your A thing ready. Which I think automatically gets one of the bars. Or at least auto breaks.
Attack in force. You'll never defeat it alone.
Come on, follow me!
We'll do it together! I've got you now!
Yep, that's one of them.
All the numbers in the world won't save you. I am here to aid you.
Are we even hurting this thing?
I sense fear in this beast. Keep attacking!
They defeated a demonic beast?
So, something else that I'm now thinking about is like,
Tomas isn't going to like this at all. You'll pay for this. You'll all pay.
we should, instead of finishing it off, I should probably be trying to break all of its things, because we get a unique,
Well, at least we beat
or not a
it.
unique item,
That's
but
what
we get an
counts.
item for every single one of those that we break, right? So like, if I switch between them before killing it, before hitting X, and try and break it multiple times, that's probably the better way to fight those guys. I wasn't even thinking about that, but like, yeah, we should be trying to break all of those shields, because every single time we do, I think we get a upgrade material.
Gotta keep aiming.
Progress looks good.
Nobles must... Hey, a new... This is...
I bet.
Mission down.
We should be safe here for the time being. I'm well acquainted with Professor Yuritsa, but the rest of you are this year's fresh-faced golden deer, I presume?
Nothing but the freshest. Also, is it just me, or are you wearing our uniform? And how do you know Professor Yuritsa? Do you go to the Officers Academy?
She's one of last year's students. A Black Eagle.
Which would make you our senior. But what were you doing here in a bandit fortress?
Well, I was just on the verge of graduation last year when I was kidnapped by the strangest people. In truth, I thought I'd never breathe fresh air again. Thank you for coming when you did. Oh, where are my manners? I'm Monica von Ox, eldest daughter of the Empire's Baron Ox.
Yes. I think I understand. This all began when the knights lost sight of the bandits and you gave chase.
Afterward, you entered a suspicious fortress and rescued a missing student. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I'll be sure to smooth things over for you once we're back.
Sounds good. But, why are you even here, Alois?
Because the knights sent for help after you left them behind. Did you expect anything different? Not that I'm trying to lay blame at your feet. I know you were following Professor Yuritsa's lead, so I think everyone involved can head home knowing they did just swell. For as you know, all's swell that ends swell.
Kill him now.
Still,
Yuritsa wants to.
I find this a rather grave turn of events. To think the same bandits who attacked our charges were behind another student's abduction.
I never said I was kidnapped by bandits.
You didn't?
Now that you mention it, some of the folks in that fortress weren't exactly dressed in the typical bandit fineries. What if we're dealing with a way savvier organization than we think, and the bandits just answer to them?
Agreed.
Yeah, there was one real piece of work. Kranya, I think, who managed to escape. I've seen all kinds of people as a mercenary, and she was definitely not your everyday bandit.
Okay, so fate has smiled upon me this day because I literally just got a comment that said the only reason that I play male Shez is because it's the voice actor for who? Gatekeeper. Shez is voiced by Gatekeeper. No wonder. No wonder he's so goddamn powerful. There it is.
You're on the right path.
Knew I recognized that voice.
Perhaps I should just tell you who kidnapped me, seeing as I already know.
What? Why didn't you mention this earlier?
Everyone was busy speculating, so it was difficult to cut in.
What do you know, child? Out with it.
Well, the one who kidnapped me was Tomas the librarian. I'm certain of it. I could tell from his gait, and how he held his staff. I suppose he isn't the simple scholar you think he is.
Tomas? Impossible!
But Tomas has been at Garreg Mach even longer than I have. I don't want to believe it, but based on what you say, we've no choice but to investigate.
But Sir Alois...
Be on guard. If Tomas is in league with Kranya, he is dangerous.
Very well. I will quietly report the matter to Lady Rhea and leave the decision in her hands. Not a word of this to anyone. Is that clear?
Well, now things are getting interesting. Honestly, did not see this coming. So what do you make of this Kranya? Why do you think she was at the fortress?
You seemed preoccupied with her during the battle. She a friend of yours?
Sadly, I wouldn't know. My memory is but a shadow at this point. Gone, vanished, lost. I remember meeting you, but before that, nothing at all. And yet, the moment I saw her, I was struck with the most inexplicable feeling. I couldn't tell you if it was revulsion or affection. It was simply pure emotion.
And here I thought I had it tough.
Are you worried about me? How adorable! Oh, but I do love that about you.
And that's why Rhea has decided to take Tomas into custody. When he gets back, that is. Seems he's been away from the monastery for a bit.
Custody? They ought to end his life on the spot. The churl's enmity towards the church is plain for all to see.
A little bloodthirsty there, buddy.
All the more reason to keep him alive and question him. You really think he's working alone?
And Claude is actually reasonable.
This all comes from that Monica girl we rescued, right? Still, I guess if Lady Rhea believes her.
So who is this Tomas guy anyway? You say he works in the library?
Yes, and he's always bent over backward to help me find whatever book I'm searching for.
He's a kind man. And the last person you'd ever expect to stab you in the back.
Well, you won't make it too far as an evildoer if you can't pull the wool over people's eyes.
I can't believe someone that nasty was working right here under our noses. But wait, what if the dining hall lady is a traitor too? I'll never be able to ask for seconds again!
Alright, man.
As if anything would stop you from asking for seconds. Besides, what kind of villain sets their sights on someone's lunch?
I think we can give the poor dining hall lady the benefit of the doubt, right?
Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna suspect the dining hall staff because I think that's gonna be funnier.
For now, we should assume everyone could be an enemy. There's no telling where their spies might be lurking.
Oh, poor Raph.
Well, unless you're proposing we stop eating altogether, we'd best muster a little faith.
I'd really like to stop talking about the dining hall lady now, please.
So, is it safe to assume Tomas hired the bandits that tried to kill us?
No one has proven he was the mastermind behind it all, but there is no doubt he was involved.
You're awfully quiet, Marianne. Is everything okay?
Oh, it's just... I suppose I'm worried about what this all means.
Hey, I understand. These walls were supposed to keep trouble out, but now everything feels very different.
Wait, do you hear that outside?
Are they ready at the gates?
Yes, sir. Every exit is covered.
Well, well, it sounds like Tomas has returned. I don't know why I know this, but you need to get out there, and quickly.
I don't know why I know this, but you need to get out there and quickly. Why does Arvel need us to see what's about to happen? I think they're doing some time travel shenanigans again, and I don't want them to do that. I just want this to be an alternate timeline. But we'll see. We'll see. I need to be careful, because, like, they could still do it right? Like, I could call... Even though I don't want them to do it, if they write it well, I could still end up liking it. So I shouldn't be too judgmental of that possibility, but I really don't need them to do that again. They've already done that before, and by them I mean Omega Force with these Warriors games. They've already kind of like explored that, and I wasn't that happy with the last time they tried to do it, so
I think he's here.
We'll see.
I'll be back.
We'll see.
But let's do it together. Wait, what are we doing?
There he is!
That man down there.
Lady Rhea wants to speak with you. I suggest you accept.
This doddering persona of mine will benefit me no further.
What is this?
Familiar, right?
Such hubris from mere vermin. You will pay for this.
Find him!
Right!
What he did was just like...
Okay. So, we seem to be sort of getting a lot of those who slithered in the dark out of our way early on here, but since none of them have been killed, they obviously have to come back as villains, right? So, they could do a number of things, right? They could kind of like mimic the original game in a way and have them come back in some routes in more ways and less in others, like Azure Gleam could have them not show up at all, kind of like they did in the original game, and then have more of the reveals and more of dealing them with in Golden Deer, etc., etc. So they could just kind of like mirror the original game, but there's also like this opportunity for them to come back as an enemy that could end up unifying the rest of the three houses, the three kingdoms, in a way, but I don't know how they'd be able to swing it. So I'm curious how they're going to do that, if they're planning on doing that. Like, I'm intrigued. There's no doubt about it. I'm intrigued. Let's keep going. The battle for the locket.
The battle for the locket. Upon his return to Garreg Mach, the humble Tomas shapeshifts and flees, and not even the Knights of Ceres's most concerted efforts can track down the erstwhile librarian. Though Claude is quite intrigued by the dark developments at his school, an urgent message soon arrives from House Goneril at the eastern edge of the Leicester Alliance.
Well, that was certainly an unexpected conclusion to the whole Tomas saga. Thanks to his shapeshifting ability, he slipped free of the Knights and escaped.
Shapeshifting?
Yes, that's what I said. Also, I know what you want to say next. His powers are just like the ones you gave me.
His powers are just like the ones you gave me. Are you in league with him, Arval? Where do these powers come from?
If I am in league with him, no one has informed me. All I have is you, my dear partner in destiny. Still, I saw what you saw. Clearly, we don't have a monopoly on shapeshifting.
Now that everyone knows about Tomas, some of them must have connected the dots back to me. At least they've had the grace to keep it to themselves.
It's because they trust you. Hold on, someone's coming.
So is it Arval might be a type of parasite? And I'm wondering...
There. Got a second?
Like Arval, kind of like larva, right? Might be some type of parasite that can live within humans or coexist with humans. And that might be where we get the powers from. So in other words, all of these other those who slither in the dark may also have something like Arval in them, I'm wondering. But I don't know. Maybe Arval is just unique, something of a higher power similar to Sothis, but who knows?
Something wrong? There's no nice way to dance around this. Are you sure you don't know Tomas? I already told you I don't. Okay, it's not like I suspect you or anything. But it does make me wonder where you're from originally. Who knows, maybe there's some mysterious clan out there with shape-shifting powers. And maybe they banished you when you were little and you don't remember it. It's possible, right?
Do you know something, Claude? Do you know something?
My early years are pretty hazy.
That's the first time we've heard that line said. Everything we've seen up until now implies that there is no memory loss. I'm a little bit disappointed by that. Every single main character in every JRPG ever made has amnesia. It's a little overdone. I get why they do it. It's a way for the writers to make the character you're playing have the same information that you do, but I think that there are ways around that. There are such interesting ways that you can have somebody who has a full backstory that you don't necessarily need to know the full story of. You don't need it. And they can actually use that as a mystery device for the audience as well. They can actually do some really cool things story-wise if you have a fully fleshed out character who doesn't have amnesia. But I don't know, JRPGs just can't seem to not do it for some reason.
But while it's not completely impossible...
They're relying a little too much on their tropes, I feel
You know
like.
what? Don't worry about it.
I only ask because people here also see me as something of an outsider. Guess I got a little ahead of myself. Maybe I was just excited to meet a kindred spirit.
You're an outsider?
He's Elmiran.
There you are, Claude. You must come quickly. We have an urgent message from House Goneril.
Sure thing. Why don't you tag along?
I am interested to see, because we know that we're going to be coming up against Elmirans. How that conflict is going to play into Claude, because, well, I mean, we know that Claude is Elmiran. Part Elmiran, at the very least. Was he? Yeah, he's part Elmiran, right? Trying to remember exactly, but...
I'm not sure what House Goneril wants, but it can't be good.
But yeah, his childhood was, like, poverty-stricken, and it wasn't until later that he came back to the Lesser Alliance.
The Elmiran army is invading.
And with the biggest army since Fodlan's Locket was completed.
I'm guessing that's at the border?
My brother's preparing to intercept them,
yep.
But he's outnumbered big time and needs all the help he can get.
We're gonna meet her brother. Yes.
House Regan stands ready. But we can't expect my grandfather to lead an army, so I guess it falls to me.
So cool.
I wish I knew what the other Alliance lords will do, but there's no time to call a roundtable.
All right, who else is excited for the inevitable interaction in the future between Balthus and her brother, who I'm forgetting his name right now? We'll learn it soon enough again.
I have no doubt my father has already leapt into action, though I will likely be the one who ends up on the front lines.
House Ordelia is close, so I like to think we've already sent reinforcements.
Sadly, I expect little help to come from my adoptive father. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I actually have a different favor to ask Margrave Edmund, but we can chat about it later.
I don't understand the reason for this sudden act of aggression. If this really is the biggest army since Fodlan's Locket was completed, that's a century's worth of battles.
Maybe the Elmirans figured it's now or never, since the Empire and Kingdom are wrapped up in their own problems. I mean, we're pretty much the only students left around here now.
Yeah, I heard something about a coup in Enbar and a revolt in Ferdiad.
Both serious problems that don't directly affect the Alliance.
Yeah, everybody's dealing with their own shit.
And even if word of Fodlan's troubles has reached the Elmirans, it doesn't follow that they'd start a war.
Well, that's assuming they have all the information, which seems unlikely. If all they heard was something vague like war in the capitals, it might make them more likely to invade.
Do you truly think so?
God, I hope Judith's there too. I love Judith. Offer to fight with them.
Let me go with you. Maybe I can help. Hey, we need every sword hand we can get. Welcome aboard.
And you'll have me.
Yes!
The name's Shamir. I'm a Knight of Saros.
Yes! And Catherine will almost certainly...
to track down Tomas.
Catherine will be joining the Azure Gleam at some point in that route. We've already gotten hints that she, you know, is working on their side of things.
And the rest of us fanned out to the Kingdom and Imperial capitals.
Yeah,
our
I
goth
was worried
girlfriend
they
is
might have
here.
been deployed already. How did we end up with you?
The Church may not be able to lend you an army, but they won't turn a blind eye. I'm here because I'm the best woman for the job. My arrows will make short work of Elmiran Wyvern Riders.
So we get to see what the Knight's best archer can do with a bow? I won't say no to that. I'll be counting on you as well.
It certainly sounds more interesting than staying here and twiddling our thumbs. And besides, who knows what will become of the Academy in the meantime.
Sure thing. I'm in.
The Elmiran army's practically on our doorstep. I better talk to the others. Calm my nerves. Okay. Let's talk to everybody and then we'll probably be ending this episode. Shamir, how you doing, girl? You're the ex-merc who enrolled in the academy, right? Yeah, name's Shez. Good to meet you. I'm a mercenary by trade myself, though I'm actually with the Knights of Saros right now. Anyway, seems like you and me are in the same line of work. Let me know if you need something. Yeah, marry me. Goth girlfriend. With the purple eyes. She's perfect.
May I have a word?
After receiving news of Elmira's invasion, I recruited soldiers from neighboring lords in the western reaches of Leicester, and hurried here with all speed. And though officers and troops of House Gloucester are aiding us, the Count never had any intention of joining the fray. Yeah, he's kind of a piece of work. Lorenza's dad is, well, we know from the Black Eagles route that he's working with them. So, yeah. I'd love to complain, but giving the Count a bad impression would lead to all sorts of trouble later. Probably best to just grin and bear it. Oh, and I have to keep an eye on the Count's son. There really is no end to my worries.
A moment, please.
Fodlan's Throat is an impregnable stronghold created by combining the might of the three regions, and its keeper is the bravest warrior in all of Leicester, Holst, Sigiswald Goneril. Holst, that's the name I was blanking on earlier. So, though our forces may be inferior in number, the Elmiran army is no cause for fear.
In actuality,
an Elmiran presence appearing near Fodlan's Throat is not all too uncommon. But with House Goneril requesting reinforcements from all corners, I cannot help but think that we find ourselves in a situation most grave. What do you mean? House Goneril has ever been the epitome of courage, and Leicester has been considered secure for as long as they have held the locket. So it must be a serious situation indeed if they are now willing to set aside their pride and ask for aid.
Speaking of...
Regardless, you are a commoner with no particular obligation to enter a dangerous battlefield. Are you certain you wish to remain with us? Yeah.
Right on.
Fighting is sort of my job. I'm not worried.
Fascinating.
I see. In that case, I will not stop you, but I caution you not to overdo it.
Well met.
Truth be told, I should have been a lecturer in some classroom right about now. I can't believe this all came up right when I was about to start school. If it wasn't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. Still, I volunteered to come here on my own volition, so I'm going to give this everything I have. Okay, got a whole group over here. Oh, why did I even come here? I'm gonna be useless.
Oh, hey!
Oh, come on, Ignatz. We've come all this way, so it doesn't make sense to start worrying now. Besides, if we allow Elmira to invade, who knows what will happen to our hometowns?
Gotta do this!
Yeah, Leonie's right. I'm gonna give Elmira the thrashing of a lifetime to keep my little sis safe. You can say that all you want, but we're just commoners. We don't know the first thing about war. Hey, we trained at school, remember? We can totally outfight these guys. Maybe, but I wish I had the kind of experience that Shez does.
What to do?
All right, this is just pathetic. Can you please talk some sense into him? Give some advice.
Let's see.
Look, just go out there and do your best, and if things get too tough, there's no shame in retreating.
I get it.
Do what I can, and run if things get too dangerous. Yeah, okay. I think I can handle that. No use in panicking when the enemy's at our door. We just have to go out there and give it our best.
You there.
I've never fought the Elmirans before, though I hear they're a barbaric, cruel people. Rumors claim they've got hair all over their bodies and they have fangs sharp as daggers. It's terrifying to imagine what horrors might await if they were to capture you. Yeah, no. If the Elmiran army breaks through the throat, which granted is unlikely, the Alliance will be in a world of trouble.
Oh.
I wonder if Claude really appreciates the seriousness of this situation. Yeah, I think he does.
Let's see.
I think the guy's perfectly aware and is just trying to put on a brave face for the troops. I mean, if he was running around panicking, everyone else would start doing the same.
I see.
Yes, perhaps I should attempt to view the man in a more optimistic light. I think we'll soon learn if Claude has what it takes to assume the mantle of leadership. I am a relative of Baron Mueller's, and my family's home isn't far from the Throat. I can see by your reaction that you're trying to remember who she even is. I'm guessing you don't know any of the 5 great lords, right? House Mueller is a minor family of nobles, mere nobodies wedged between the territories of Regan and Edmund.
Right.
Nonetheless, we still want to protect Leicester just as much as any of the 5 great lords. Cool.
What are your thoughts?
Did you know that there's a whole town under Garreg Mach? A bunch of suspicious characters live there. They call it Abyss? I wonder what those folks are really like. The church leave them alone, though, so they must not have been involved in that business with Tomas.
Oh boy.
We've got all kinds of emergency breaking out across Fodlan at the same time. While I think it's just a coincidence, it makes me a little uneasy about the future. Yeah, that is a good point. There might be something more going on there. It may be orchestrated. To what ends, I don't know, but those who slither are often, you know, setting up all sorts of elaborate schemes across the country. Uneasy, huh? Sympathize.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like things aren't going to be magically resolved just because we managed to fend off Elmira.
Of course.
Well, we're on the same page there for sure. I just hope this pit in my stomach is from something I ate and not some ill omen of the future. I can't help but feel like the events to come are going to have a massive impact on Fodlan.
I'm counting on you.
Still, if I'm worried, the others probably are as well. You mind talking to them? I was dispatched here by Margrave Edmund. He is normally exempt from having to supply troops, but this was an exception.
In short,
Though we command but a few forces, we must safeguard the young mistress at all costs. Yeah, she must be protected. She's a sweetheart. Hi, speaking of. Oh, goddess. Let's watch in silence? Yes, what is it? I just didn't want to disturb you, though it looks like I ended up doing that anyway. No, not at all. It's my fault. Oh gosh, no! Poor socially awkward girl.
that's absurd. Aww.
And the opposite of that. Ugh, I thought I was finally going to be free from my brother for a bit, but here I am. So much for all the fun I was going to have at school. Ask about her brother.
So basically,
I take it you don't have the best relationship with your brother.
Let's see.
Honestly, the problem is that he cares about me too much. It's a total pain. I just want to go back to the Officers' Academy already. Alright, I better get some rest before the fighting kicks off.
Thanks.
Thanks for talking to everybody. They're much more relaxed now.
How's that?
It won't be long till we're thrust into battle. You feel ready? I do, but we're going to be seeing that in the next episode. So, thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and in the next episode, we will continue Chapter 3, The Battle for the Locket. Have a good one. I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters, Darren York, ZTD, 7th Son, Ivan K, Len, HLLJ, Knife Namaste, Caleb Adkins, and Jordan and Emily Hill. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.